Hello everyone, this is Anil Raj. Welcome to Engineering Mechanics. In the previous classes, we have seen some of the formulas as well as the tabular columns in the engineering mechanics. In today's class, we are going to discuss about system of forces. What are system of forces? When two or more forces act simultaneously on a body is called as system of forces. Yes. For example, if you see this picture, in this picture, several forces are acting on the body. So this is called as system of forces. These system of forces are broadly divided into coplanar forces and non-coplanar forces, concurrent forces and non-concurrent forces, parallel forces and non-parallel forces, and as well as collinear forces. So let us see in detail what is coplanar forces. Coplanar forces are the forces whose lines of action lie in the same plane. For example, in the image you are seeing a wall where a man is trying to climb on the ladder. See here, ladder force as well as man force is lying on the same plane. So this comes under coplanar forces, and here one more image is for coplanar forces. And let us see non-coplanar forces. The forces whose line of action which does not lie on the same plane is termed as non-coplanar forces. For example, if you see this image, the wall image, see two persons are moving the wall in two opposite directions. So this maybe also comes under non-coplanar forces. And one more cube which you have seen here, all the forces which are acting over here. So this is also comes under non-coplanar forces. And next force is concurrent forces. What are concurrent forces? When all the forces meet at a particular point is called as concurrent forces. In the image you are seeing all the forces are acting at a single point. This tells us the concurrent forces. It means all the forces which are acting towards a single point. And next, non-concurrent forces. What are non-concurrent forces? Non-concurrent forces are the forces which will not act at a central point as shown in the image. See here all the forces are acting, but the forces or the center of force is different for all the directions. And let us see one more thing, parallel forces. What are parallel forces? Parallel forces are the forces whose lines of action are parallel to each other. These parallel forces are subdivided into two types. One is like parallel forces and next one is unlike parallel forces. For example, what are like parallel forces? If two forces act parallelly, it is called as like parallel forces. In the same way, when these two forces act in opposite directions like this, then it is called as parallel, but these are moving in different directions. Parallel but unlike forces. These are parallel and like forces. These are parallel and unlike forces. And let's go for non-parallel forces. What are non-parallel forces? Non-parallel forces are the forces which will not act in the parallel directions. It means the lines may act 0 to 90 degrees, any of these. So those are called as non-parallel forces. For example, a force is moving in this direction and one more force is moving in this directions. So this will make non-parallel forces. And the next one is collinear forces. What are collinear forces? The forces whose line of action lie on the same line is called as collinear forces. In this image you can see the collinear forces, and while you are doing surveying you will drag the chain. So this chain is linked with one another. So this will tells that this is a collinear force. When the force is acting at A point, the force is carrying towards that last point too. So from A it is starting and it is moving. So when you are moving a chain or when you are dragging something else, this type of collinear force is going to be act. Let us see some typical cases. The combination of the forces. For example, coplanar and concurrent forces. Coplanar and concurrent forces are the forces. Here, see, in this image you are seeing single plane is there and all the forces are acting in the same point. So this is called as coplanar as well as concurrent forces. It means it is the combination of both coplanar as well as concurrent forces. See, all the forces are acting on the same plane, in the same plane. It means coplanar and concurrent. And let's see coplanar and non-concurrent forces. What are coplanar and non-concurrent forces? In the sense, the plane is same, but here the forces are different. So this is termed as coplanar and non-coplanar forces. In the next video, we are going to deal with the problems. So by putting some small formulas, how to solve the problems. So from tomorrow's class or from the next lecture onwards, we are going to see how to solve the problems by using the resultant forces. Thank you.